Assalamu alaikum, welcome back to my channel and welcome to my May favourites. I hope you guys are all doing really well, and I hope that if you are fasting, your fast is going well too. It's crazy how quickly Ramadan has gone by, to be honest. Like, we're already 2 weeks into it and this month just goes so quickly, but obviously we all have to try our best to get the most out of it. Honestly, it feels like last week I was making a video about working full time, and a little update, I have woken up and stayed awake after study for a total of 0 times. I really did go into Ramadan with the intention of staying awake and being productive, but actually the lack of sleep is what has really impacted me this Ramadan. Like, I have struggled with it so much, and alhamdulillah, I'm so grateful that now it's half term and I have time. Literally, I've had time to rest, and also now I've got time to catch up on reading Quran and like listening to more lectures and just having more time for ibadat, which I was lacking when I was working full time because you are just so tired. But alhamdulillah nonetheless. I really hope that you guys have had a good Ramadan. For me, this Ramadan has honestly been the first year that I feel like I've truly discovered the Quran. And don't get me wrong, like when I was a child, like everybody else, I learnt to read the Quran, and actually I had so many different teachers. I went to mosque, and then I went to like some auntie's house, and then some other auntie's house, and then my grandma taught me, and then my other grandma taught me, and you know, my Islamic Arabic education was kind of all over the place. But you know, I can read. I'm just very slow and not very confident. But personally, for me, the app that has completely changed my life is an app called Quran Explorer, and I don't say that lightly. I mean, it has literally changed my whole entire life. This is honestly the best Quran app ever. I tweeted about it right at the start of Ramadan, and if you guys are looking for an app to read the Quran on and to listen to the Quran, you need to download it. It's essentially, what makes it so amazing is that every single aspect is adjustable, so you can make the text bigger, you can listen to different speakers. I personally like to read along with a speaker, so I know that my pronunciation is as correct as possible. And the best thing is you can actually slow them down as well, so if a speaker is going too fast, you can slow them down so you can kind of catch up as well. It's such an accommodating app, especially if you just lack confidence like I do, and if you're not Arab, like, I feel like reading Arabic is difficult, but as Muslims, like, that should be a priority of ours to read Arabic, read the Quran in Arabic. You know, that's the language it was sent down in, so that's the language that we should try to use. So that's one of the reasons why I love it. And the second reason why is because of the amazing English translation. You can choose to have the Arabic on the side, and then you can have the English translation on the side. Personally, when I'm reading, I like to go into settings, and I actually like to hide the translation because then you can just focus on the Arabic itself. But then after I've read a few pages, I go back into here. So then when I want to just read the English, I go on to Tafsir and I click on to English Daki Usmani, and I start reading the English. And what I absolutely love most about this is that if you click onto the text, there's a little toolbar that comes up, and you can click on the green button here and it will give you commentary. So you're reading the English translation as you're going along, and there's little numbers on the side. And if you click on commentary, each number has a further explanation for that ayah, which is just so amazing. I mean, I have tried to read English Quran translation in the past, and obviously you get what you put into it, I feel like. And also when you're really young and you're reading by yourself, it's very hard to kind of properly understand the depth of the meaning. The commentary on this app is just incredible, and that's what I mean when I say it has changed my life. It has given me such a deeper understanding of the Quran from the comfort of my own house. I haven't had to go to classes, I haven't had to like do any online courses. I'm just reading and understanding so much more, and alhamdulillah, it's such a blessing to be able to do that. Definitely highly recommend the Quran Explorer app if you are looking to learn more about the Quran and go more into depth. Another Ramadan favourite of mine this month has definitely been the date project. This is what my box looks like, and actually this was really kindly gifted to me from my lovely friend Haroon. This box in particular is a Dates for Palestine box, and essentially if you buy this, it's £10. It says buying these dates equals 500 litres of water for Palestinian families, and it's by the company, or the charity I should say, SKT Welfare, standing for Humanity. Now what they are doing is absolutely incredible, mashallah. Like, they have a zero profit organisation, 100% donation policy. How beautiful and sturdy are these tins? I mean, they're reusable, they're excellent. Absolutely love them. And on the back it says SKT Welfare is a UK registered charity and international NGO established in 2008 and dedicated to the delivery of humanitarian aid. Its 100% donation policy means that every penny you donate is used to serve those in need, not administrative or overhead costs, which are either covered by direct donations for that purpose or by gift aid, which is why giving gift aid if you're a UK taxpayer is very important. And yeah, this is just amazing. I've not really seen any companies do anything similar to this. I mean, I think Human Appeal are also 100% donation policy, so I often will donate to them when I can, but now I know that these guys are also 100% donation. I'm so happy to donate to them. If you open it up, it's really, really cute. You actually get a Ramadan Mubarak card in here with an envelope signed by Gulfran Jorbu, a 12-year-old Syrian orphan originally from Aleppo. She now resides at the Springs of Hope Family Centre in Turkey, and she is in 4th grade. Her level is good and she loves to study, and it's very, very sweet. There's a little picture of her at the back as well. And then inside there's a 2018 report, which I think is awesome. I think it's great when charities do this because it gives you a really clear idea of what they are doing with your money. And inside the actual tin, it's got pictures of how the money that you have given for this tin is helping in Palestine. So these are the dates and they look delicious. I haven't opened these yet because we've already got a pack going, but they look really, really big actually. And juicy and yummy. So I absolutely adore this. I know that quite a few people on social media have been sharing it, but I wanted to mention it anyway in case you hadn't heard of it. I think they would make fantastic gifts. Obviously this one was a gift for me, and I would like to buy some for gifts for my families as well. So definitely recommend the Date Project, and all links for this organisation will be left down below. Whew, I need to catch my breath a bit because I'm fasting. I need to slow down. Okay. So let's move on to fashion favourites. I've got two real big standouts this month. The first one is this jumper that I'm wearing. It says "Not Average" over here, and it's from H&M. I think it was around £8 or £9. I really like it because it's long sleeved, bottle green, and not that thick as well. So it's really nice for the spring weather in the UK. And yeah, I just like how it's got this slogan, and I like how I can wear my hijab slightly differently to show it off as well, but it's also quite loose and not very figure hugging. My second fashion favourite are these trousers from Zara. They look like this, super green. As you can see, green is definitely my favourite colour, and these have a really gorgeous large design on them. These are palazzo trousers. The only downside I would say is that they're a little bit too long for me. I wore these on my birthday and I absolutely love how they look. They're super comfortable, they've got the elastic waist. A year ago, if you'd asked me if I'd buy these, I would be like, no, definitely not, they are way too out there. But because the print is green and white only, and there's a bit of black in there, I don't think it's too bad. Definitely a special occasion trouser for me. On my birthday, I wore these with a black top, a black duster coat on top, and then my black Zara kissing heels to make these sort of like the standouts of the outfit. Love them. And on that note, another favourite of May has definitely been my birthday. I have got this balloon from one of my beautiful best friends. So sweet. I have to say, I'm one of those people who will always love balloons. I've never had the number balloons, but regardless of whatever balloons I get on my birthday, I am grateful. I love balloons, and it's just the little things in life, isn't it, really? So this month I turned 23, alhamdulillah, and I am aware of how much of a blessing it is to reach that age. There's so many people in my 23 years of life that I have sort of heard about or personally known who haven't reached this age. So every single year that you reach another age, it's time to, for me anyway, to reflect on another year has gone, and inshallah we've got another year ahead. if Allah wills, and you know what you want to change and what you want to improve on. So personally for me, like, birthdays are quite a reflective time, but for me, I don't know, I feel like 23 is going to be a good year, inshallah. It's going to be my year. I'm going to make it really, really awesome. I'm going to keep working hard. I'm going to keep achieving and striving to achieve my goals, and definitely, inshallah, I don't know if it's just because it's Ramadan that I'm feeling like this, but I really hope that I become a lot more spiritual this year and I make more time for what's really, really important for me. Like I said, the Quran, I feel like I've discovered it properly this year for the first time, and I really want to make reading the Quran a regular part of my routine. I mean, I don't really need to go into why, but that's definitely something that I want to do. I'm so aware that I'm now well into my early 20s and time flies. Time really flies. So yeah, just keep me in your du'as if you're watching this, and that would be amazing, especially if it's still Ramadan, definitely. But obviously any du'as are very much appreciated. So moving on, before I start gushing and getting emotional, to the rest of my favourites of this month, I'll start with skincare. So the first thing I've been absolutely loving is the Liz Earle Instant Boost Skin Tonic Spritzer. It looks like this. It's got a spray bottle. The reason why I picked it up was because I needed a new toner, and I wanted one that was as quick and as convenient to use as possible, and this is amazing. It's so brilliant. I literally cleanse my skin and then come back, spray this all over, and I am good to go. I love it. It's got aloe vera in it, cucumber, rose scented geranium and vitamin E, and it's got an alcohol in it, so I never feel really tight. This is also a Ramadan favourite of mine too, because obviously when you're fasting you have less water, you're not drinking throughout the day, and you are more dehydrated. So I feel that this is a fantastic, like, boosting spray. I'm just going to spray some more now actually. It literally does hydrate your skin so much, and it smells really, really calming and herbal, and it's just fantastic. I'm a massive fan of this. I've also been loving, and I feel like I've spoken about this before, but I had to mention it again, the Caudalie 10-minute glycolic peel. Sometimes in May I have not been looking after my skin as much as I can. In the run up to SATs I was just so busy and tired and stressed out, and sometimes I would fall asleep with makeup on, and that's just not good at all. But yeah, this was fantastic in really helping to rejuvenate my skin. It's got glycolic acid in it, which I absolutely love. I don't think my skin would be as good as it is, alhamdulillah, without glycolic acid. It's such a great ingredient. It's in liquid gold, it's in the Pixie Glow Tonic, and it's also in this. And yeah, this is like my quick fix mask really for when my skin is feeling really groggy, really tired and congested. I feel like this makes a huge difference. And a night cream I've actually really been loving recently is the Vitamin E Body Shop Nourishing Night Cream. I'm so happy that we can now buy the Body Shop. It's not owned by L'Oreal anymore, so I mean that I can now buy the Body Shop. Obviously it's a personal choice. This has been one of my favourites. It's such a beautiful consistency of a cream. I've tried quite a few different night creams recently, and this has definitely been my favourite. It's just a very, very lovely texture. It sinks into the skin, it hydrates the skin, but it doesn't sit on top of the skin like some of them do. It doesn't feel heavy on the skin either. It just really does its job, and the vitamin E has definitely been helping to keep my skin looking super soft and supple. So yeah, I definitely recommend this if you're looking for a good night cream. And then finally, my final favourite, that's kind of makeup related, and I don't typically talk about makeup in these videos, but you'll see this in action in my main monthly makeup bag. This is the Hollywood Flawless Filter by Charlotte Tilbury. First of all, let's just admire this packaging. So beautiful, so luxe. It's glass, it's got a gorgeous lid on it, it's in the shade 4 medium, and this is kind of like a 3-in-1 product. It's supposed to be a primer, a highlighter and a digital filter. So at first I was a bit skeptical of this. I was a bit like, I don't really see it doing much when I first applied it. But I have to say that throughout the month I've been loving wearing this on top of moisturiser with a bit of concealer, like where I need it, and a bit of bronzer, brows, and I'm good to go. This truly is a wonderful product, and also I feel like it definitely does help my makeup last longer on my face, and it does adhere to the foundation really well. So yeah, I am pleasantly surprised and pleased to say that this gets a big thumbs up from me. It has been doing its job very well. And I think I'm so parched now. That is about it from me. I pray that the rest of your Ramadan goes by really wonderfully, inshallah. Definitely do keep me in your du'as. And if you guys have any dua requests, then definitely leave them below, so anyone reading this as well as myself can also make dua for you. Dua is so powerful, honestly. People, I think, sometimes underestimate it, and you never really know whose dua Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is going to accept. So whenever I can ask people to make dua for me, I do. Definitely take care of yourselves, everybody, and if you did enjoy this video, then you know what to do. I will see you in my next one. Assalamu alaikum.